There's something women do before they leave, something subtle, almost invisible to the untrained eye. You've seen it, but you ignored it. She tells you she's going out with friends. Her words sound casual, but her actions? They tell another story. Her tone shifts. Her eyes avoid yours. She suddenly cares too much about her perfume. Her phone stays upside down, and the way she hugs you before leaving, it feels off. She's not going where she told you. And deep down, your gut already knows that. This is not about paranoia. This is about perception. The Stoic art of seeing reality without emotion clouding your judgment. In this video, you'll learn exactly what to notice before she leaves, how female psychology hides intent behind behavior, and how a Stoic man stays powerful, even when the truth hurts. Let's begin. 1. The shift in her routine. When a woman's heart begins to wander, her routine betrays her first. She starts changing the small things, the things you once thought were insignificant. Suddenly, she's taking extra time to get ready before going out. Not for you, but for someone else who has entered her mind. The Stoic doesn't chase explanations. He observes patterns. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Look at what a thing is, not what you wish it to be." So look closely. She's wearing new lipstick, not for herself, but for validation. Her phone lights up more often, and she smiles while looking down, not at you. She's emotionally somewhere else, long before she physically leaves the room. The weak man confronts her immediately, begging, accusing, or crying. The Stoic man stays silent, because silence is the most powerful mirror. It shows her that he sees everything, but he won't play the emotional game. 2. The sudden over-explanation. When she starts giving too much information, where she's going, who's there, what time she'll return, it's not transparency, it's camouflage. Women over-explain when they feel guilty. They subconsciously hope their detailed story will sound more believable. But reality doesn't need details. Lies do. A Stoic man listens, not to her words, but to her energy. The tone, the hesitation, the unnecessary repetition. If she's defending her night out before you even asked, she's not being honest. She's rehearsing a script she created for you. And here's where most men fail. They argue, they demand truth. But the more you push, the more she lies. Because she's not afraid of your anger. She's afraid of losing your attention. 3. The pre-departure anxiety. Watch her body language before leaving. A woman who's truly innocent moves with calmness. She's open, steady, relaxed. But the one who's lying? She's jittery. Her movements become fast. Her voice changes pitch. She avoids long eye contact, and she keeps checking her phone like she's on borrowed time. That's not excitement. That's anxiety wrapped in guilt. Yet here's the dark truth. She will look the most beautiful before betrayal, because she's dressing for approval. She's seeking validation from another source. A Stoic man doesn't stop her. He lets her go, not because he's weak, but because he understands that detachment exposes truth faster than confrontation. You cannot control deceit. You can only control your reaction to it. And nothing breaks a manipulative woman more than a man who doesn't beg for her loyalty. 4. The psychological mask. Before leaving, she might act overly affectionate, hugging tighter, calling you baby more than usual, or suddenly complimenting you for no reason. This is emotional balance compensation, a trick her subconscious plays to reduce her guilt. It's not love. It's a smokescreen. The Stoic knows the difference between genuine affection and strategic affection. When love is real, it's effortless. When it's fake, it feels scripted. It comes at the wrong time, and it's often followed by distance or silence. Women who are emotionally attached don't perform affection. They live it. But when she starts performing love, understand that you've already been replaced emotionally. She's just maintaining the illusion for comfort or convenience. 5. The energy shift. You'll feel it before you see it. You don't need proof to feel disconnection. Energy never lies. A woman's attraction is not in her words. It's in her presence. If her energy feels off, her laughter feels forced, and you sense that invisible wall between you, trust that instinct. Men who ignore their gut end up chasing illusions. Stoic men, however, master emotional neutrality. They don't accuse. They don't chase closure. They observe, detach, and act from logic, not emotion. Because once you react emotionally, you lose leverage. And once you lose leverage, she controls the narrative. 6. Why women lie about where they're going. Not all lies are about betrayal. Some are about control. A woman lies because she wants to test how much power she still holds over you. If she can deceive you and you don't notice, she feels in control. If she lies and you react emotionally, she still feels in control. But if she lies and you simply observe without confrontation, without begging, without anger, you've shattered her illusion of control. That's when she becomes confused, because the Stoic's calmness forces her to confront her own guilt. In the dark psychology of relationships, indifference is a mirror, and women can't stand seeing themselves reflected in a man's silence. 7. The Stoic reaction. So what does a high-value Stoic man do when he notices all these signs? He does nothing, at least not immediately. He collects information, he observes behavior over time, and he adjusts his investment accordingly. He doesn't give her emotional feedback. He doesn't seek explanations. Instead, he builds distance, quietly, intentionally, and with purpose. Because detachment is not coldness, it's control. She expects drama. You give her silence. She expects anger. You give her indifference. She expects tears. You give her focus. And that's how you flip the script. You don't chase her truth. You make her truth reveal itself through your calmness. 8. The inner strength of non-reaction. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Your power lies not in knowing everything, but in being unshaken even when you know the truth. When you remain calm while sensing deceit, you communicate something far more terrifying to a woman than anger. You show her she's replaceable. That's psychological dominance, not by manipulation, but by control over your own emotions. The weak man collapses under betrayal. The Stoic man uses betrayal as revelation, proof that he was right to detach, and a reminder to never put emotional security in external hands again. 9. The detachment that destroys. When she realizes you're not begging for attention, that your world continues smoothly even when she lies, a strange thing happens. She starts to chase the man who doesn't need her validation. Because nothing haunts a woman more than realizing she no longer controls your emotions. Detachment is silent revenge. It kills guilt faster than confrontation ever could. You don't expose her lies. You expose her irrelevance. That's the essence of Stoic revenge. You move on without needing closure. 10. The Stoic path forward. Once you notice the signs, don't stay in a story that insults your intelligence. Don't cling to potential. Don't justify dishonesty with, maybe she just needed space. Number. She made a choice. And now, so must you. Walk away with dignity. Not to punish her, but to remind yourself that peace is more valuable than company. You don't win by exposing her lies. You win by living so powerfully that she questions why she lied at all. So next time you notice her acting different before leaving, don't panic. Don't argue. Don't beg. Just watch. Because the truth always reveals itself to the man who doesn't force it. Let her go where she wants. Because the moment you stop chasing, she starts remembering who you are. And by then, it's too late for her. But perfect for your peace. That's how a Stoic man operates. Cold, observant, unbothered. Because power is never in control over others. It's in control over yourself. Subscribe for more powerful Stoicism and psychology. Comment Stoic if you agree.